Hello fellow Slowpoke enthusiast and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be going through another PSA send-off. This send-off is made up of my cards and 4 other awesome people in the Pokemon community who will be sending out cards to PSA for the very first time. So besides myself, all 4 of the people whose cards you'll see featured in this video have never sent cards off to PSA before. That is super exciting to me. I'm very grateful that these 4 people have trusted me enough to allow me to take care of their cards for this time and to help them through this process. So in this video, I'll go through each person's cards step by step. I'll be sure to tag them in the description, and for one of the people who are submitting cards, they will actually be in this video because I met up with them locally to get their cards to be sent out. So that's a very exciting thing, that I'll have another person featured on my channel to talk to you and tell you about their card choices. So before we get into that, Crockett Collector has sent me a envelope to open. This was in his package along with his PSA cards, and I have no idea what this is, so I'm pretty excited to open this up. Thank you again, Crockett Collector. So let's jump into it. In this video today, we are accompanied by Celebi V. I think that card's beautiful. So let's open this. Whoa, what is this? What is this? I can't even finish my sentence. Let's see. This looks like some kind of note. Let's see. Dude, you have helped me out so much as a collector, and I feel like you're giving me more advice every day. I just wanted to thank you for how much you have helped me in my collection. This community is lucky to have such an awesome guy in it. Oh yeah, these sealed promos are for you. Sorry I couldn't send something better, but I just wanted to say thank you, Ethan. Ethan, thank you so much. This note will end up being the most valuable thing to me. You did not have to send me anything at all. This is all just done to help everyone grow their collection, and to get them to the stage where I am. I remember being just starting out in the community and just being so lost and not knowing where to go. So it is my pleasure to help you, but thank you so much. Let's check these out and see what they are. I don't know anything really about these. I think these are the ones that came with viewing the movie, if I am not correct. And there's 3 of them here. I wonder if it's all 3 of the birds. This is crazy. These are awesome. I think if I like move them around, I can kind of see. I don't want to open these. Whoa, these are insane. Is it all 3 of the birds? Let me see. Okay, so it does appear like this one is Moltres. Very cool. Let's see if I can kind of wiggle the other one around to get to see if it is the other bird. Articuno and Zapdos. Oh my god. Ethan, thank you so much. These are insane. I don't know if you know or not, but I love having trios of things. Like, that's why I keep all of the legendary beasts, because I like having one of each. The legendary birds are my second favorite set of legendaries behind the legendary beast. So this is something that I actually don't have. I don't even think I have a complete set of these promos right now. So this is insane, dude. Thank you so much. Again, you did not have to send me anything. I'm just happy to be able to help you, but this is awesome. Thank you so much. So with that, let's jump into Ethan's cards. Crockett Collector. Again, his Instagram link will be provided in the description. So let's take a look at what Ethan is sending out. Starting with this Shining Mew. I had an opportunity to see this thing out of the sleeve and everything, and it looks like it'll score probably a 9 just based on the centering that's here, but maybe with a kind grader it'll hit a 10. So that's a great card. I've recently sold one of mine for close to $300, and this card is on the rise. Beautiful card, great card to have in anyone's collection who is just trying to grow their collection, because this is one that will always be valuable and worth something. I actually saw the raw one selling for $85, which is nuts. Ho-Oh GX, a Hidden Fates shiny. I think that Hidden Fates shinies are auto wins. I don't think you can go wrong with these things. The condition of this looks beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it got a 10. Great choice. Oh yeah, Mewtwo Gx. This card's beautiful. I actually have a Japanese one out at PSA right now myself. This is probably, besides the Charizard, the most beautiful card in Hidden Fates. I think this card has a lot of potential in terms of growing in value in the years to come. So great job, Ethan, with selecting that Mewtwo GX. And Rayquaza, this one actually comes out of the premium collection, I believe. So you can get this card as a guarantee. It's not something that you have to pull in a pack. However, I've said before, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a good card to get graded, because they are notorious for being damaged when they come out of the package, and this one looks great. And a heavy hitter, Ethan, great choice, the Shining Celebi from Neo Destiny. I know you said that this one didn't look like it was going to score a 9 or a 10, but with a card this iconic and this rare, I think that it is a good choice. And hey, there he is chilling with the Celebi V. Wow. Let's take a second. Oop, knock my stand over. These have come such a long way from this little tiny, teeny tiny picture to this huge full art Celebi. Actually, this is a regular, not a full art, but you know what I mean. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Pokemon. And yeah, really awesome to see how the Pokemon artwork has changed over the years. That's Celebi V back there. Okay, Ethan, great job. Can't wait to see how these things come back. Let's move on to the next set of cards. These right here are from Boiling Groudon on Instagram. We're going to take a look here. Groudon and I are in a Discord chat where a bunch of us discuss Pokemon cards and kind of look out for each other. And it's just been a pleasure being a part of that small group of collectors and working together. So I'm always looking to help these guys out as much as I can, because they do the same for me. But wow, look at this Mew. I think this is Holland Phantoms, the Mew EX, the tie-dye Mew. This is a beautiful artwork. Very, very, very great depiction of Mew. Great choice. EXs are on fire. I don't know what else to say, but that's a really good one. Ooh, Groudon. So this is just a regular holo from Call of Legends, but that does not mean that it is to be dismissed by any means. This legendary Pokemon is iconic. Boiling Groudon, I'm assuming he's sending out Groudons because he's a big fan, obviously, but this is a really awesome card. And I think there's a Kyogre from this set as well, so maybe once this gets a 9 or a 10, you'll have to be on the lookout for the Kyogre as well. And another Groudon, I believe this one is from Power Keepers, Groudon EX. That artwork's insane, by the way. Kind of like looking down at the top of him. I could definitely picture this being the way Groudon looked in Ruby and Sapphire when he is first encountered. This is a beautiful card. I definitely support EXs, and I hope this comes back a 9 or a 10. I haven't had an opportunity to look at these cards outside of the sleeves because he sent them to me already packaged up and ready to go. So I don't really know how these are going to do in terms of grading, but based on what I can tell, they look pretty good. Cynthia from Ultra Prism. Now this card was super expensive for the longest time because of its playability in Standard, and now I believe Ultra Prism is going to be rotated this season, so it has lost its playability in Standard. It's still playable in Expanded, but with that in mind, Cynthia is a Elite Four champion, and because of that, this card will always remain iconic for a lot of collectors. I think it was a great choice to get this graded. It looks really good. On the left side, it seems that it's a little bit thicker than the right side, but I don't know how much centering affects the grading. So I think you have a really good choice here, and I hope it comes back with a high grade. Another Mewtwo GX. I won't waste your time by repeating what I said about this card. before, but it is a great choice. And just so you know, just so everyone knows how it works, when people send out the same card, how do they not get mixed up? Well, all of Boiling Groudon's cards are together here, and all of Ethan's cards are there. So I just make sure that none of the repeating cards are touching, and that way the certain numbers will represent your cards so that there's no way that they can get mixed up. But great choice on the Mewtwo Gx. Shining Arceus. I'm assuming that the decision to put this Shining Arceus in is very similar to Crockett Collector's choice and the Shining Mew. These Shining cards were very, very inexpensive for a long time, but suddenly they're getting a lot of attention from collectors. I think that it was only a matter of time. I'm glad that I picked up my set of all of these cards. Mine aren't graded, but if I did want to grade them, they'd probably score high. So it's great to see that these cards are finally getting some love in the collecting community. Great choice. A Shining Mew, actually 3 Shining Mews, which is crazy, but definitely a good choice. I mean, if one of these gets a 10 and the other 2 get 9s, or all 3 get 10s, this is a bank decision. I mean, 3, 6, 9, $900 right there if they all get 10s. So insane choice. I support it 100%, and a Shining Rayquaza to finish it all up. Great choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. Great choice, great choice, great choices. Moving on to the third person's submission. This is my good friend Zinkaru, and let's see what he has here. A Gyarados from Call of Legends. An awesome Pokemon, an awesome artwork made by an awesome artist in awesome condition. I support it 100%. Look at this guy. Look at his beautiful face. It's rare to see Gyarados with his mouth closed like that too, so that's a really cool little fact about that card. Ooh, I think this card is called Burned Tower. Ooh, I love this card, Luke. This is a great, you know I love the Legendary Beast. I hope this card comes back a 9 or 10, and if so, I would be interested in trading for it. It is beautiful. To see all 3 of the Beast represented in one card in a setting as iconic as the Burned Tower is a really, really beautiful card and artwork. So, wow. Keep me posted when this card comes back, if it's for sale or for trade. I would definitely be interested in working something out with you. Oh, hey, Kyogre. This is the counterpart of that Groudon that's getting sent out in Owen's submission. I like this one a lot. This is a reverse rare. It's really hard to get high grades on reverse rares because there's just so much holo on them. If you get a 10 on this thing, I bet it'll be worth bank, man. Great choice. Love both the artworks on the Kyogre and Groudon from this set, and I think that you kind of know what you're doing. These are lots of great choices. All 4 of these guys who are sending cards out in this PSA submission have chosen amazing cards in amazing condition, and I hope that it pays off for them. This Noctowl, I actually don't know what set this is. Maybe Call of Legends as well. There's a first edition Japanese holo. I've said it before, I've said it before in many of my videos that Japanese cards are highly underrated, and damn, look at the artwork here. This Noctowl is just looking out at this majestic scene. Very beautiful, very, very, very pretty card. Hope this gets a 9 or a 10. Oh, nice. Another reverse rare, Umbreon from Call of Legends. Another Arita artwork. Umbreon is a very iconic Pokemon, one of the most loved evolutions, so this is a great choice. I support it wholeheartedly. Rayquaza EX. This one looks very clean. I love this card. The thing that I like the most about it is that it has a Rayquaza as a set symbol in the bottom right, and it's first edition, and it's covered in holo. It's beautiful. Very underrated Rayquaza card. Sick. Ooh, a full art Sabrina's Suggestion. This is a newer card. Love this. Love to see newer cards getting some love. Unified Minds. This is a very beautiful one. I also like that it's 181 out of 181, meaning that it was the last card in the set. So yeah, great. Sabrina's really cool. What's up with her hair? That's kind of strange, right? The underside of her hair is like green. Shouldn't it be black? Is it dyed? Honestly, I don't know. have to look it up. And is this Poke Collector? That's a really cool card. So this is actually Zinkaru's icon on Instagram at the time of recording this video. So that's probably why he's sending this out. It might be one of his favorite cards. And this is a Fukuda artwork, which he does signatures, so it might be cool to get that signed someday. Smeargle, my favorite, the artist Pokemon. I love Smeargle. This thing is really clean as well. So good luck on the Smeargle. Hope it does well. And last but not least, a Dialga from Call of Legends as well. This is a sick card, but if you get a 9 or 10 on this, you're gonna have to start the hunt to get the Palkia to match. So I hope that you can find that sometime in the future. Great choices, great choices. So, real quick, there's going to be a quick change of scenery and a quick change of clothes on my behalf as I show you the video for when I met up with PokeDave26 to pick up his cards, and you'll hear his feedback and his ideas as to why he picked the cards that he selected to go out to PSA. So without further ado, let's hear from Dave. All right, it's a beautiful day. We're here at the park. Met up with Dave.
What's up, everybody?
Like the trash can in the back there. It's very good for our aesthetic.
Yeah.
But what we did today was we got together so we can look at some PSA cards. We're preparing a
First one ever for me.
First one ever, which is crazy exciting, and thank you for trusting me with that. But I don't know, Dave, you pretty much knew what you wanted to send off. You didn't need much from me.
Well, the only reason I wanted to do it was I opened this baby myself. Beautiful.
Yeah, that card's definitely a fire choice.
So we'll see how that goes. And then I just picked some randoms that I thought would be cool. I picked the best one, I don't know. I just thought Charizard. I have a couple Charizards in here. I thought it'd be cool. I have the entire E-Series Hollows, and I know that these have been going up. And they're in beautiful condition, so I just thought it'd be cool to have them PSA.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful. I also collect Pikachus. And then
I love them.
They're just so nice. I got these like for 30 bucks each. Like they're skyrocketed price, beautiful condition.
Hell yeah.
I opened them from the sealed.
And if he doesn't want them, then when he comes back, he's gonna sell them to me.
And then this one I got for 30 bucks also. They've been skyrocketing. I just think it's really cool.
Hell yeah.
I have the entire like Hidden Fate set. Accidentally bought 3 of these. I don't remember buying any of them, but decided to send this one in. This is just, I love Dragon.
Yes.
I always thought that they were really cool.
Legendary Collection as well.
I love Legendary Collection, obviously. Another one that I accidentally bought 2 copies of.
Beautiful.
We'll see how that goes.
I'd be interested in that too when it comes back.
Well, yeah. And then, so I had the trio, but Blastoise was destroyed. So,
poor baby.
Yeah, poor guy. So he's not going to be with his siblings, but I mean, they're not perfect in any way, but Charizard's Charizard. Venusaur's Venusaur.
Again, a quick caveat of the time I sold 6 base set Charizards for $45, guys.
I think you sold me one. I honestly think you sold me one of them. I also collect the stamps. Got this for $5.
Bruh.
It's like
$5.
Not perfect, but he looks pretty good.
Really doesn't matter at the current prices.
It's just insane. I also collect. I collect a lot, obviously. The gym set, I have it complete, but these ones, I got this for 20 bucks at a card shop, and he's pretty nice. This one I've just had since I was a child.
Yeah.
He looks really good.
And that's a Blaine's Charizard,
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. So, real quick, it's funny, something you said, right? Like, a lot of times people will ask stuff like, you know, how do you get all these cards, right? I want to point everyone's attention to something that Dave said when he was looking at the Decidueye. How did you get the Decidueye again?
I accidentally bought 3 of them.
And now it's tripled or quadrupled in value. Now, probably doubled at this point from, it was like 12 bucks.
Yeah, I got them each for 10 probably.
So, it doesn't just fall in your lap, but like sometimes it kind of does. Like there's no real secret to it, you know? You have to diversify your experiences of like where you pick cards up. Like what cards are you willing to buy? Why are you willing to buy them? What price are you willing to pay? Because there's been so many times where there were cards that I was like, man, had I only spent 30 or 40 bucks more, I would have had
like a near mint condition
something
one?
Right.
Yeah.
Those Pikachus. I first got into the hobby. I was like, $40. That's so expensive.
Insane, right?
I can't buy that.
I felt guilty spending like 30
I can't
bucks
buy
each.
that.
And now they're like 500 a pop.
So that's it. But thanks, Dave.
Find me on Instagram, PokeDave26.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for the returns. And back on the home turf for the final part of today's video. where I will show you the cards that I'm sending out to PSA in this submission. So here we go. I will be sending out 20 cards myself. Initially, I was only going to do 10, but as I looked through my cards and trying to select which ones would be going out, I couldn't help but pick more than 10. I had an uneven number at like 17 or something, so I figured I would just go up to 20 just to have that be done. All right, let's start with the top here. The first card that I'm sending out is a Charizard from pre-release from XY Evolutions. I had 2 of these cards that I picked up from a good friend of mine. I sold one in order to pay for both of them, which was great, and I had intended to get this one signed by Arita, but because of the delay due to COVID, I am just getting anxious about this one sitting in my binder, so I'm gonna get it graded, and if it comes back a really good grade, maybe I'll just have the case signed, and that will stay in my permanent collection. Another Charizard, Reshiram and Charizard GX. I'm not necessarily a huge Charizard fan, but you'll notice in all of my PSA send-offs that I include Charizards. It's just that I can't ignore the fact that Charizard is one of the most expensive cards, and therefore one of the best choices in getting it graded. When people are looking through their collections with me and trying to figure out what cards to get graded, I always suggest the Charizards because they will always be valuable to the Charizard collectors. Another one, Charizard and Braxton GX. Funny enough, both of these cards, my Full Art Charizard and Braxton and Full Art Reshiram and Charizard, spent some time in my decks. So I had played Green's Reshizard when it first kind of made a splash in the standard tournaments, and I included Charizard and Braxton when it started taking off in the Cosmic Eclipse era. So both of these cards were in decks. I'm excited to see if I can still score 9s and 10s with cards that were used in tournament play. Mewtwo and Mewtwo Gx. I have a hyper rare one of these that you can see in one of my other PSA send-off videos that's currently at PSA. When that comes back, I'll have a full art and a hyper rare in PSA, which would be awesome to see together. A Mewtwo GX from Shining Legends. This card's getting a lot of attention lately, and I've seen people saying negative things like, oh, well, with all the attention that it's getting, the price is gonna plummet when the population goes up as all of the people get it back from PSA, but the population isn't necessarily reflective of what cards are for sale. So, you know, someone might have this card graded, but they want to keep it in their personal collection. I know for sure that I'm gonna be keeping this card because this is the most iconic Mewtwo artwork that I have ever seen. This is so characteristic of what and who Mewtwo is, so I cannot let this card go. And a Japanese one to go along with it. All of the same things still stand, and I will show a side-by-side comparison just to communicate how the cards are different between Japanese and English. Show these two together. Charizard V and Charizard V Max. At the time of recording this video, Darkness Ablaze is about 10 days from releasing, so I figured to celebrate, I'll send these 2 cards off to PSA. I don't know what they're gonna get. They look very clean, and they're Japanese cards, so the conditions usually uphold a little bit better. I'd be excited if they both got 10s, even if they got a 9 and a 10 or an 8 and a 9. Still great cards to have in my collection, and this VMAX is insane. Love it. And as inspired by Dave, I am sending off my set of Scream Pokemon. I'm unfortunately missing the Mimikyu, but I was shocked to see the value of these things. Dave let me know that the Pikachu had gone up in price, so when I got home, I looked up the prices of them and I was shocked. I did not know that they were that valuable, and because they are, I want to make sure that they're protected as much as possible. Them encapsulated into some PSA cases and let them sit. I am an artist myself, so I like these cards a lot because they connect 2 of my favorite hobbies, Pokemon and art. So another set that I would have major trouble getting rid of, but I need to get the Mimikyu so I can have a complete set. Oh, one thing that's always scary about sending off a set of cards like this is Like, what if I get like a 7, 8, and a 9 or something like that, you know, and the grades are messed up? But who knows? We'll see how they do. Happy to have those sent out. Up next, this is a card that my wife chose to get graded. She pulled this herself and wanted to get it graded because it is such a beautiful artwork. I don't blame her. Any cards that she wants to get graded for her collection, I just include them in the send-off because, you know, it's just awesome to have her excited about getting cards graded and adding to her collection as well. So this one will be going out for my wife at Sims Crossing, and hopefully she'll show it off on her page when it is back. Next up, we've got a Leafeon and Glaceon Gx. When these cards first came out from Hidden Fates, I bought Leafeon and Glaceon, or maybe I traded for them because they were the cheaper of the evolutions. I thought the Espeon, Umbreon, and Sylveon were a little bit too expensive, and now everything's price has skyrocketed. So these two are beautiful. They don't get enough love. I'm going to get them graded. Hopefully they come back with matching grades. If not, oh well, no big deal. But they are definitely two beautiful cards that I would not mind adding to my PSA collection. Next up, we have a Rayquaza EX. So as I was looking through to get cards graded, I wanted to get something graded from like almost every era of the game. You'll notice that I had a lot of newer stuff in the previous section that I showed, but now we're getting into a couple of my older cards, which obviously I have less older cards that are in better condition just based on, you know, that's how time works. But this Rayquaza looks really clean. And yeah, I can't wait to see what it gets. It's a really odd card. Look at his face. That's the noise I picture it making. But yeah, I can't wait to see what that card gets graded. A Jirachi Ex. I actually had two of these cards. This one is the better condition one. I don't know, because it's in good condition, I want to get it graded. It's an old school EX, as I said when I was going through the other cards before. I think these are great cards to get graded. 2006 this card came out. That's a really long time ago. And to be able to get a 9 or a 10 on something that old would just be awesome. So goodbye, Jirachi. I hope you bring me good luck. Next up, a first edition Blossom from Neo Genesis. I think that I will give this card to my friend Money's Funko Pops when it comes back because he is a huge Blossom fan. In his recent video, you can see that I gave him a Japanese Blossom and one from Unseen Forces, the reverse holo. I didn't give him this one because I wanted to get it graded first because it's a first ed. So you can better bet that this will end up in his collection because he is such a huge fan of the Pokemon. And yeah. So the last two are a little weird because I actually don't know if PSA grades French cards. So I won't know until I go to input these into the system whether or not they take them. But these are both first edition Pokemon from the Fossil set, holos, and both French. So I don't know. I love the Fossil Raichu and I love the Fossil Dragonite. They're my two favorite Pokemon from the Fossil set. So I found them from one seller, and I couldn't believe that he had both of these in the same language. So I really hope that PSA grades these. They're in really good condition, and I'd like to have them in my collection. And that is it from me today, people. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Crockett Collector, Boiling Groudon, PokeDave26, and Zinkaru for giving me the opportunity to see these beautiful cards, handle these beautiful cards, get them out to PSA for you, and add to your collection. I'm very excited that I can be the person that you trust to do this for you, and I'm super excited to get my cards graded as well. So thank you all for watching. Please make sure to stay tuned to see the videos for when these cards come back. I'll be making unboxing videos and giving you updates along the way for when these cards get back. I have a lot of awesome stuff planned for my videos in the future. If you like the videos, you like the content that I'm making, please make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I post daily on my Instagram. I post sales on my Instagram, and yeah, all that. So please make sure to stay in contact, stay in touch, stay cool, keep adding cards to your collection, and I'll catch you slowpokes later.